Hi, Sharon Brennan here, Cottage Lane Stamper. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and today we're going to make a card using one of the other bundles from the 2018 Occasions catalog, which runs from January 1st to March 31st. And this is what the catalog looks like. If you don't have one, send me an email and I'll pop one in the mail to you. And we are going to be using the Hold On to Hope bundle. It's got this beautiful stamp cross, a flourish, some wonderful sentiments, God is love, hold on to hope. And then it also, in the bundle, it has 4 different crosses, this intricate one, a real plain and simple one, and then 2 smaller and fine ones, and also a banner and a flourish for the flower. We have a similar flourish like that in another bundle, but we didn't have the die cut for it, so I'm really excited about that. And we're going to be using the Hold On to Hope stamp set, the Cross of Hope framelets, use the cross from there. We're also going to be using the Stitched Shapes framelit, one of the oval ones, the largest oval, and we're going to be using the layering oval framelit dies. And we're going to be using the 4th from the largest, counting down here, 1, 2, 3, and 4. So we're using the 4th largest from that set. So I'm going to set those aside for now. And we're going to be using a few pieces of cardstock here. Our base is going to be the Berry Burst 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4, and then we're going to have a piece of Old Olive. I didn't write this one down. This is 4 by 5 1/4, and then we're using the a piece of the DSP from the Cake Soiree set, suite I should say, and that is 3 3/4 by 4, my mind just went blank, so let's see, by 5, 3 3/4 by 5. And then another piece of the Berry Burst, 3 3/4 by 2 3/4. This will be for the stitched oval frame, and that goes in back of the sentiment. We're going to be using a piece of Whisper White that's 2 1/4 by 3 1/4, and that is for this oval. For the cross, we're going to do it out of foil, and that is going to be 2 by 3 1/4. And behind the, behind that, I'm going to use some adhesive. I love these adhesive sheets. I think it's the best product that they've come out with in the last year, especially for these intricate dies, because then you get glue on every piece and it just sticks really well. And in the back of the cross, we're going to use a piece of Berry Burst that's 2 by 3 1/4, and we'll be using this sentiment: I have made you and I will carry you, I will sustain you and I will rescue you, from the Bible, Isaiah 46:4. I love that. And some basic black ink. So let's get started. First we'll put the base of our card together and valley to the inside on colored cardstock. And we'll just use our bone folder and give that a nice sharp edge. And then we're going to put down the Old Olive. Using some multi-purpose glue. And lay that down there, nice and smooth. And then also this is also very nice. I love this Cake Soiree bundle. It's got really pretty patterns on the back that you could use all year. And then each piece on one side has foil. If you can see that foil in there, that glimmer. So it's a beautiful bundle. Or it's a suite actually, because there's several products in it besides the stamp set and framelits, and I think I'm going to have the flower go this way. And paper. It's also got ribbon and embellishments to go with it. So, and if you're interested, that I think is on. Let's see. It's got 2 pages in the catalog, so it's really, really wonderful. Sweet. Every year they seem to come out with a suite. That's something new that they've been doing the last 2 years. So I am going to get our 2 by 1/4 by 3 1/4 inch piece for the sentiment, and we're going to stamp that in basic black. Kind of center it because we're going to use the oval die to cut it out. And I'll put that away. And then I am, let's see, we are going to do, that goes there. And then with the adhesive, I'm going to put that on the back of the cross so that we can adhere it to the berry burst cross that we're going to die cut also. So the easiest way, here's the foil, is to use, because you're going to be cutting pieces on the edge, they have a nice little flap where you can pick it up. But if you don't have that edge on there, the easiest way I found is to grab it, the corner of it with your paper piercer and just peel it off. And the side with the lettering on it is the side you're going to use. So we're going to put that on there. So we're going to cut that out with this cross. And oh, let's see, wait a minute, I forgot a piece here. I forgot, we also need this die because it's going to go behind the silver foil. So we're going to use, this is for the back of the cross. So we'll cut that out. And I didn't leave much room there, so I might have kind of, oh, I put 2 by 3 1/4, so it should be 2 1/4. Anyway, change that. And then we're going to cut out our stitched oval frame out of this. So I'm going to go cut these pieces out, and I will be right back. Hi, this is Sharon back again. And if things look a little different than when I just left, it is because it is a different day. And I'm working on the same card, but a different one. That makes sense. Yesterday when I went to go do my cutting on my Big Shot, and I came back to my desk, I forgot to hit record. So I finished the rest of the card unknowingly and end up doing it a second time today. So anyway, we have our pieces here, and I am going to get out my Big Shot brush. Oops. Drop the case, and let's see if we can pop this out of here. Well, let's see, where's my paper piercer? I just had it a second ago. Here we go. Pop that out of the template. And let's see if I can get a few pieces out of here. I tell you, yesterday was not a good day. For some reason, I am not supposed to finish this card for this video. Because it was like 3 false starts before I even got to where I was yesterday. So anyway, we're going to peel the back of this adhesive off. And usually if you miss a few pieces, it'll take the rest off with the backing of the adhesive. Oops, and I didn't want that piece. Yeah, I did. What am I doing? Forgot what I had in my hand here. Anyway, we're going to lay this on top here and line it up and give it a good press down. And then we're going to glue this down to the back. And put that on there. And give that a good press down. And then we're going to take a card back. So you'll notice that this is just a little bit different pattern than what we started with yesterday, because it's a different piece of that DSP. And we're going to put some of our dimensionals on the cross. And I don't know if I said this yesterday. My dad, when I was younger, would go camping every weekend, and my dad would fish, and then he'd come back and clean the fish. And these little pieces of that we peel off of the dimensionals, they kind of remind me of fish scales because they fly all over sometimes. And we're going to put that right there. Sometimes I'll find them sticking to my clothes and in other parts of the house, because I've probably stepped on one and carried it with me. Probably doesn't happen to you guys, but I don't know. Craft rooms are sometimes hard to clean up. I don't know if you guys have that experience or not. And we're going to put this right here. And then we are going to use some of this Berry Burst 3/8 inch metallic ribbon that is in the Sweet Soiree Sweet. And I'm just going to make a little bow. I like to make them with rabbit ears. When I do my classes, I make all my bows for my people, because a lot of people just get really frustrated doing that. So, and this looks pretty easy for me, usually. And that one I'm just going to trim off just a hair. And that was 8.5 inches or 8 inches that I used, I think. And then I'm going to find my glue dots. Here they are. And we're going to just take one of those glue dots and put it to the back. And put this on our card. Now, there's the one I had to redo today. And this is the one I finished yesterday off camera. Or with the camera off. Anyway, thank you so much for stopping in. I will be posting the supplies and dimensions on my blog, cottagelanestamper.blogspot.com. And I will be posting this video tube on my YouTube channel, Cottage Lane Stamper. So thanks for stopping in. If you don't have a demonstrator, I would love to be yours, and you can purchase all my supplies or all the supplies here at my store, SharonBrennan.stampinup.net. And may you have a wonderful day. Thank you, and God bless.